Now, Susan and Christine first crossed paths at Sundaylicious. As soon as Susan and Chris were introduced, an instant connection was felt. They spoke very briefly that night, both oblivious that this small exchange of pleasantries would soon change their lives forever. As the night was coming to an end, Susan simply said, "Goodbye, Chris." 2 words in passing, yet this had such a profound impact on Chris. She told me that hearing Susan say her name, it was though her soul had recognised her for the first time, and that there was definitely something there to pursue. So, Chris did what we all do when we meet someone out and about that we kind of like. She found Susan on Facebook and began stalking her immediately. They got chatting and started heading out on a few short dates, which were of course lovely. They shared a lot in common, shared the same values, and just seemed to be striving for similar things out of life. When asking Chris what first attracted her to Susan, she said, "My initial attraction to Suze was her openness to love and life. She had the ability to see anyone in a good light." When asking Susan, she said, "I love the sound of Chris's voice, her effortless style, and her dance rhythm." Susan and Chris quickly developed a unique bond, not needing long at all to know that this was love, a love quite unlike anything before. And I think it's quite safe to say that they simply haven't looked back since.
Christine, what a rich and magical journey it has been with you. I never thought I would ever get married or have a baby, but because of you, it felt like the right thing to do. Despite my nonsense, you always loved me. You have a special talent for knowing what I need before I do. Our life flows seamlessly thanks to your mad Googling and organisational skills. I promise to always buy you chippies and feed you. I promise to always nurture you when you're sick, even though you are the worst patient ever. I promise when our resources are being stretched, I will always keep a surplus of me for you. I promise when we're having problems, I will find a bigger emotional toolbox to deal with them. I promise to be the best mummy I can be for our son. And I promise to always love you. May what is free and loving in me speak to what is free and loving in you and guide us on our way.
I always remember the first moment my soul recognised yours. Sitting outside at the end of the night of Sundaylicious was when you stood up to leave and said my name for the first time. Good night, Chris. I felt a familiarity, a wake-up call that this person is important and you must find her again, and so I did. There are so many things that I love about you. I love your open heart and the way you see people, things and beauty without judgment. I love that you are spontaneous and the joy you express in experiencing moments and creating memories. I love your gentle and nurturing nature and the way you look after our family and friends with sincere love and concern. I believe our story began lifetimes ago. And I remember when a spiritual guide once told you that centuries ago, you and I were Benedict monks who fell in love. From then, I would keep coming back as a Benedict monk looking for you. However, you were off being many lifetimes of gypsy, circus folk and artists, which pretty much sums up our personality today. So to have found you again in this lifetime, I promise to find my way to you wherever your soul may go.
It is with great joy that I now pronounce you finally married. Susan, you may now kiss your gorgeous wife.